Definition of liberty is the right to do whatever you want if you don't violate somebody else. The definition of the common law is a law that you don't have a crime unless you injure somebody else. Notice the similarity between the word liberty and common law? They're the same. A republic is a country that has common law. If you have a statutory law, you're not a republic, you're a democracy. Now say your Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Did it say statutory liberty? Statutory liberty is liberty from Satan. But we're going to put up a big statue in your harbor up on the ocean, and we're going to call it the Statue of Liberty. She's really the Colossus of Rhodes, which is the lawmaker of the sun god Ra. And you can all end your prayers in Amen, which happened to be Ra's first name, Amen-Ra. You all assume that when you pray to God and say Amen, you're praying to the Creator God. You assume the word Lord carved on your temples means the Creator Lord. Not. You assume the United States is the United States of America. Not. You assume them to be your government. They're not. As we walk around claiming to be U.S. citizens, I think the harvest is going to be very close. I personally don't see the difference. These people have stolen everything, including your birthright. They've stolen your marriages. Who gave the government a right to be a contract party in the marriage between man and wife, with a contract of chattel for the children? Who gave them that right? Who gave them the right to marry us, period, with their phony contracts? They don't have the right. In common law, you get married by opening the Bible up. 2 witnesses in common law. Do you think the settlers, when they arrived back years ago to settle the West, arrived in Utah and California and looked up the BLM to claim land? The land belongs to God. And any person with the right of liberty has a right to move on any unappropriated land and take it for himself. As long as he violates nobody, he has the right of liberty. He has a right to claim the land in the name of God. So when Nevada joined the Union, the citizens were all asked to vote by statehood, a thing called a disclaimer clause, where they forever disclaimed all the unappropriated lands. Now I thought that might be a quick claim deed from the people to the U.S. corporate government. It's not. What were the citizens really saying? They were saying, we forever surrender our unappropriated lands to the United States. What they were really saying was, we won't claim anymore because we don't have any rights pursuant to God. We're judicially dead. Because the United States phony corporation constitution says they can only own 10 miles square. Even their phony constitution says that. They can't take that land. And in one of the old Supreme Court rulings, the Supreme Court ruled that anything not ratified, or anything even ratified by consent, or anything given can't be ratified by consent if it's not approved by the Constitution. That would have been New York versus the United States, 76 Supreme Court ruling. So they do not own the public lands. The people of this room own the public lands. But if I put you people on an island and I say, okay, there's Fred and Harry here, and you both have the rights from God to claim this island. You each have half right now. And Harry gives Fred a bowl of soup, and he surrenders his birthright. Now it all belongs to Harry or whoever, okay? And the point is, none of the people in this room are citizens. You are fictitious, dead, corporate members with no judicial rights to claim your land, your birthright. They've stolen your marriage. They've stolen your car. They've stolen your boat. They've stolen everything. You don't belong here. These people run around saying, I'm going to vote for Helen Chenoweth for U.S. Congress. Well, why do I give a damn who runs for U.S. Congress? I don't live in the U.S. I've never lived in the 10 miles square. I want absolutely no part of it. Absolutely no part of it. I don't want to participate in the fraud. I don't want to participate in the lies or the creation of any more phony democracies. I found there's 2 Supreme Courts. There's the Supreme Court of the United States, fraud, and there's the Supreme Court of the United States. Oh, that's the correct one. The U.S. Supreme Court is the fraudulent one. I found there's 2 district courts. There's a District Court of the United States, and there's the U.S. District Court. There's 2 of everything. 2 of you, 2 of your names. You know, I was attempted. They attempted to sue me some of the most prestigious law firms in the country for slander. I informed them, some things I'd said weren't very pleasant. I informed them that they had the wrong person because that wasn't my name. And if they could fix my name, I would answer the lawsuit. And so they ignored me, and they served me again. This time they put my Christian name on the outside of the envelope with my dead name inside the envelope, and I accused them of mail fraud. I gave them 10 days to respond, and then they surrendered. And that was the clerk of court that surrendered this time because they were trying to drag me into court. So we beat the, one law firm works for the ADL, Anti-Defamation League, and they surrendered on the name. And the next law firm was another prestigious law firm out of Tennessee, and they surrendered. And I just don't want to participate in U.S. lawsuits either.